Alright, you do motherfuckers, my name is Me-Man. In today's Arcane Odyssey video, I'm going to explain and experience the second hell in this world of magic, and it is the Dark Sea. Ooh. The origins of the Dark Sea is where two curse users, Theos and Acheron. Acheron sucks the curse magic into one powerful attack towards Theos, but it's a misinput causing the ocean into second hell, just like the underworld. Okay, that's the short explanation over, and now time to explain how to. So the Dark Sea preparation is that you have high enough level or max level if you are damn ready for the expedition. Bring the strongest ship in your disposal. Well, the obvious pick is the brig. You want to do this something creative, either catch or caravel. Do some modifiers just to make it fun. I mean, VTX hates fun. Kinda. Builds are self-explanatory. If you want to have medium or high warding build, you want to go further in the Dark Sea, medium warding like 4 warding, and your strongest builds, or high warding with a high health, or you want whatever the build you want with 6 warding. You can use the Diatris items if you want to go further, and that will be explained later. For now, make sure your supplies and repairs are in full condition, and bring many cargo as many as possible. If you are ready to set sail to hell, now let's begin the embarking journey of the Dark Sea. It doesn't matter where you go. Once you stepped into the Dark Sea, you'll be thrown by waves, tornadoes, elemental waves, even the tornadoes, even the heavy rain that messed your vision. Yes, that kind of rain. And those disasters will damage your ship. And also one thing that bothers me. What's with the fucking wall? Last time I did go to the Dark Sea, I didn't encounter a wall, and now it appeared? Did Donald fucking Trump code this shit? This is fucking dumb. Okay, moving on. Well, as you progress through sailing, literal hell, like literally hell up a sea, you will see generated islands by using your sensing ability. Use Shift plus G key, and people now turn into madness. Of course, it's being called the Atlanteans. The Atlanteans that guards and contains dark shield chests. And also, there's animals that turn into very hostile ones. Well, the Atlanteans used to be people, now turn into, their messed up, fucked up minds after Acheron ruined everything. Like, literally. Now, over time in this process, it turns into abominations like you play in Spore. You can kill those creatures, you can get something, sometimes good loot, like the Atlantean essence that literally causes an inflation.
Oh my goodness!
Now, once you sail even further, now your insanity is set to 1. There's 5 layers ranging to 1 to 5. Insanity 1 is mild. You will start going black and white like a fucking noir. Insanity 2 moderate. You start shaking up your head and going crazy a bit. Insanity 3, you will see ghost phantoms in your screen, and you won't stop. And sometimes you get blacked out like a fucking drunk asshole. Insanity 4, you started to go even crazy. You've seen hallucinations, even more hallucinations. You get blacked out for 20 seconds, like I said. Don't drink too much alcohol. And starting to see things, and there's fire everywhere around you. And Insanity 5, you'll turn into an Atlantean. Just kidding. It seemed like at Insanity 4, but you killed yourself. That's it. That's Insanity 5. Like, you started to go crazy and you just try to kill yourself. So moving on. So Insanity 1 doesn't do much. You get the noir effect, like black and white. If you have warding 1, you don't have any effect. Like if you have warding 3, warding 2, it doesn't do anything. Once you continue sailing, once you hear this particular sound, those singing bitches are called sirens. You either ignore it like a normal person or follow it like a fucking virgin. So you choose option 2 instead because you don't have any fucking choice. Once you upon the mossy rock, even when you jump over the mossy rock, you see those NPC sirens. Well, not until you go up there and they see you as prey and food. Sirens usually use their bows or magics like wind, shadow, and light. That kind of makes sense because they're sirens. They're literally from Greek, like Athens. Once Athens falls, whatever. Once they spot you, they literally change color like black and a black skin. I wish I had that power. If I had a black skin to save me. But I'm kidding. What's first is they can literally fly using their raven wings. Oh boy, sometimes I hate airborne targets. Even the boss when I fight is Alanon is more annoying. You know what? Scrap that. Sirens are more annoying than Alanon. And oh, I didn't even surprise that sirens are fucking cannibals and they see us food, or they want to kill us, they just want to devour us. Well, they sometimes beautiful women into fucking monsters. You know those raven wings with the sharp teeth? Yeah, I don't trust them bitches. After you kill those sirens, you manage to go down the underground of treasures, cave, whatever it is. There's so many piles of gold under there, and treasures like a dark seal chest. And yes, depending on what level insanity, there's more to it. There's more chests. Like there's more I'm kidding. In translation, you get a lot of booty. I mean, the treasure and the dark seal chests are a lot when you're in Insanity 2 or 3. Well, I'll talk about that later on. After you deal those siren sluts, you continue sailing on when you found an island, and somehow you found a glowing pot nearby when you see the far away or nearby. In Insanity 1 or 2, there's some called imbued cooking and brewing pots. What does the difference on a normal cooking pots and brewing pots? Well, imbued ones makes your quality high. Not even higher, like very high. We're talking about high imbued foods, like very high quality foods. It's sort of thing that you cook it. Even potions can now have a time duration going upwards. Like for example, if you have a power potion that it only lasts for 9 minutes, if you brew on an imbued brewing pot, you actually get 15 minutes. It's very, very important to brew a high quality imbuing pots. I'll talk about those later on. Also, I forgot to mention that sea creatures exist, and the mutation of it is even scarier. Like if you see white eyes and a bolus, and the most dangerous of all, krakens. There's even a giant behemoth kraken versions that can kill you. Even sinking a ship. You think you can swim and use your melee? Good luck, because kraken surround itself with black ink, with poisonous fucking ink around the sea whenever the kraken spawns. My advice is using range. Yes, using range to kill tentacles, watch out for their attacks, block or parry, sort of thing. And also, maintain your ship's health. If it's sunk, you're having a bad time. And you continue sailing on to the further depths of hell, and this is what it looks like. Once you get past those trees, once you go further in the dark sea, your insanity is increased by 2. Experience a deja vu and some bad things will happen. If you don't have warding, you start to hallucinate, you start having headaches. Yes, the character having headaches. And this time, Siren's NPC spawns are doubled. And even worse, the Atlanteans are a little bit strong. And oh, did I forget to mention about the Atlantean ships? Those ships will damage your fucking ship like the Brig times 2. Unless you know how to fucking hit the Atlantean ships. Sometimes they call backup, which is annoying because you have to deal more Atlantean ships further on. You have to be careful. Oh, speaking of Atlanteans, when you find a random island and you see overlevel Atlantean, like level 200 plus, they are dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. And if you decided to provoke that Atlantean, this track will play. Ride to Insanity is one of the most hardest tracks to listen while I'm fighting an over-leveled Atlantean. It goes so hard that I even pump my volume. Exploring through random islands, and if you're in Insanity 2, it doesn't really add that much, but you kill Atlanteans over and over again until you got something very rare, like the Atlantean weapons. Once you're done with it, you continue sailing further on and the nightmare will begin. Over time, you sail through very far away. You set sail to the far reaches. That translates that dead man tell no tales into the dark sea, which means you sail to the reaches where the fog gets thicker. The recommendation to bring clear sight potions so that you can see further on. Without it, you just see thick fog, like really thick fog. Make sure it's clear sight 5, by the way. Plus, Siren spawns more numbers. Last time it was 5, it's 8. What the fuck? There's 8 sirens when you go to the random siren rock and there's 8 fucking sirens. What's worse is the Atlanteans are getting stronger and the ships are getting very dangerous. I introduce you to monstrous Atlanteans. Those things can cast a lot of ultimate arts no matter what they do. Either mage, whatever they do. Like, they don't have a cap. They don't have ultimate arts cap. Now I know what you're thinking, and I know what you said is like, you can just avoid them, you know? I mean, yeah, but it's better to fight them like a man, and their drops are very good. Well, sort of, if you drink like luck 5 potions. Like the Atlantean essence that literally costs 500,000 drachma. Inflation, am I right? Anyways, if you step upon those islands with any biome islands, especially you're in Insanity 3 range, you'll see the golden pots, Hestia and Hermes. So let me explain this shortly. Hestia, when it comes to cook pots, it means the goddess of hearth fire. The hearth was the center of the ancient Crete home, in Latin, used for both warmth and cooking, and Hestia as the goddess of this fire will consider the goddess of culinary activity, which means the previous goddess is good at culinary arts. That means the special fire will pass on to the cooking pots. Well, sometimes brewing, I don't know. It always has to be in cooking pots. Furthermore, that means it will cook like high quality meals, like even higher. Either burgers, alcohol, soups, even fruit pie. It's a divine quality of it if you cook it. Hermes brewing pots, on the other hand, well, I mean, we all know who Hermes is. He's the messenger of the gods. But when I did my research, it doesn't add up a bit. Like, I don't know what that means. Rather than, you know, high quality potions, that's what I know. It translates golden. That's it. Same as the other ones, like, it can brew like divine quality potions. Like the golden. Or is more brutal, like, literally more brutal. More whirlpools, more tornadoes, even a tsunami strikes you down, lightning strikes. Even the elemental weather will target you no matter where you sail. Oh, there's even more sirens if you go on the siren rocks. And the most scariest thing, the scariest Atlanteans of all to encounter is the nightmarish Atlantean. Some of the Atlanteans are most scariest to have high damages, mage. And look at those magic circles. You can tell how huge it was. It wasn't even an ultimate art. Well, kinda. Upon exploring, when you defeat those Atlanteans, you can see some of them guarding the mystic chest, and even rare instances, a legendary chest that has Prometheus acrimony guaranteed. And of course, 90,000 drachma. But sadly, it's only spawned in Insanity 4 area. Speaking of which, when you're exploring around every island, you encounter some legendary herb called Molly. I covered that in the last video on how the blood disease works. Let me explain the short to you. If you have magic disease or blood disease, this herb will cure you. You don't need to even cook, you just have to eat it raw. Honestly, I tried to go Insanity 5 but I get instantly killed when I go further. I tried this twice and I am super tired, so maybe soon. Maybe Vitex doesn't like having fun. Also, they said it's bugged, so I don't know why. Oh, I forgot to mention the Omen, the most behemoth of the Kraken. Well, maybe in a separate video. To escape the Dark Sea, using your sensing ability. Using your sensing ability, if you see a giant glow, that means that's the escape way of the Dark Sea. Like, that's the literal escape way. If you sense it through, you can see a giant glow. If you go further inside the D3 or 4, you can barely see the glow, but you can see the glow in a mere seconds, you know where the direction is going. Once you escape, you get the badge, like 40 minutes if you want to get the badge like a true captain. And that's it. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's taking me so much time to make this, and you know, it's not easy to make YouTube videos on YouTube. I mean, I love making these. It makes me really fun to make these posts on YouTube just for fun, and I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will see you in another video. Bye bye.